Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Here is a collection of original vintage Zippo print advertisements dated from the 40s to 1970. These print advertisements all come from magazine cutouts from that time. There is no reproduction within my collection here. Each and every one of them is being carefully preserved within these polyethylene sleeves and all collated within this A3 sized easel display book. Come along with me as I shall show you every single one of them in details, in chronological order, starting from the earliest. Starting with the earliest one which I have, dated in the August of 1945. This is the month when 2 atomic bombs were being dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki of Japan. 1 month later, the Japanese surrendered to the Allies, thus ended the Second World War. This advertisement showcased the steel case, black crackled finish Zippo lighter that was only being issued to troops fighting in the front line. Notice that there is no price being labeled for this because it was not meant to be sold to the civilians. In the year following the end of Second World War, Zippo resumed its sales of their lighters back to the general public. They did not have to make their lighter casings out of steel and black crackled finish any longer. Thus, they went back to producing their lighter casings using brass and chrome finish. Buying a chrome finish Zippo lighter back in 1946 would cost you at $2.50, which is at about $30 in today's money. During the same year, Zippo marketed its improved design lighters as the post-war Zippo. It would cost $3.50 to have a signature or initial customized onto the lighter by having it engraved and painted on. Here's another that was printed during the same year. Zippo stated its unconditional lifetime guarantee, in which they would fix any of their Zippo lighters for free. This unconditional lifetime guarantee remains the same till this day. They also claim that the Zippo name was being made known by soldiers who were fighting in the front lines during war. This would be the bottom stamps on those lighters, which had the old pattern number of 2032695. This tiny cutout from 1947 advertised the use of the Zippo lighter fluid, which was being packed in glass bottles with the new bell spout. This advertisement from 1948 shows a loving couple with the guy holding on to a Zippo lighter that I presume is a gift from the lady. Table lighters were being sold for $10 each. Zippo company also marketed their lighters towards children as gifts for their parents. This illustrates a young girl giving a lighter to her father. Without a Zippo lighter during 1950, there would be no way that you could impress a lady. I believe this to be one of the iconic advertisements which Zippo had ever produced. A very colorful picture of the Christmas backdrop. Two kids buying this Zippo lighter from the shopkeeper, and you can tell your dad it always works. So here's another marketing which advocated children to buy lighters for their parents. Well, I know that even though these Zippo lighters were often used to light cigarettes in the past, as people thought that smoking was healthy, but well, maybe these kids could be buying these lighters for their dad to light up their fireplace or the campfire, using a Zippo to keep themselves warm. From the early 60s, stories and case studies were being published to prove the reliabilities of Zippo lighters and its unlimited lifetime guarantee. This is about the lighter which this war photographer carried during the Second World War. There's no doubt in my mind that if this lighter is still in existence today, it would still be able to work. Just like a handful of vintage Zippos which I own, they have been functional. And also during that period, Zippo had also changed the design on the bottom stampings for their lighters. In the later years, Zippo started using these big, bolded, and catchy phrases on their advertisements. The 395 Zippo, give it a quick try, say 35 years. Remember the same chrome finish standard Zippo lighters from the 40s? It cost $2.50. And at the bottom it described that their Zippo lighters are made to last for a long time. They are made to withstand some mishaps, and even if that rendered unusable, Zippo would still fix it free. Another large, bolded, and catchy heading from 1968. Don't lose your Zippo. Lifetime friends are rare. Here's another case study testifying that Zippo lighters are built to survive many forms of mishaps, and that they would fix it for free if it finally ceased to work. I have 6 more advertisements that were being cut out from the Reader's Digest. these were all being arranged in a mixed variety of years. Now let's look at the one from the earliest. Basically, this article says that in the year of 1946, the Zippo founder, who is Mr. George G. Blaisdell, he spent $300,000 to research on a better design for his flint wheel. Basically, lighters made during the Second World War and before, the flint wheel had this older design of these horizontally cut strikers. So these strikers were found to be less reliable because it caused frequent occurrences of flints being stuck at the bottom. So after spending this amount of money, he finally found that the cross-sectional cuts on the flint wheel would eliminate those problems. Here's another story which described that this Zippo lighter was being found within the stomach of a pike. So even though it had been retrieved from the fish, the lighter was still able to work. Another story of a Zippo lighter that was carried during the Second World War. Even long after that, it was still able to work. A case of this Zippo lighter that had been dug up from the bottom of a river, in which Zippo had fixed it for free. And here is a case of a life-saving event in which a Zippo lighter was the only thing that this person had when he was lost in a cave. The Zippo lighter was being used as an illumination for him to find his way out. Now this story was being used to prove the windproof capabilities of a Zippo lighter. And it says that this Zippo lighter was still able to stay lit even though it was being whipped by many hurricanes. We are now at the last advertisement within my collection. Here is another life-saving story about this man whose boat broke down and he was stranded in the middle of the sea. So this Zippo lighter was the only signaling tool he had as he was trying to get help from the Coast Guard. So I zoom in closer, you can see that he is brandishing the lit Zippo in his hands when he was waving for help. Alright guys, I have now come to the end of this video. If you do like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if there's any questions or things to discuss, do provide your comments in the comment section below. Do consider subscribing to my channels for upcoming videos of vintage Zippo lighters and interesting stuffs. I hope you enjoyed watching and have learned something from this. As of now guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.